Earlier this summer, President of Ukraine, Vladimir Zelensky, invited President Putin for negotiations regarding Donbass and Crimea with participation of Germany, France, Britain, and the United States. Does the United States consider a chance to participate in such meeting?
The United States, I'm sure Great Britain would be happy to participate as well. And that will be a question for the government of Ukraine to decide what they think is the most advantageous way to proceed. But we'd be happy to support it. I think from the perspective of the new government in Ukraine, that President Zelensky would be well advised to look at how to unfold a strategy of dealing with the Russians very carefully. I don't think there's any reason to rush into one course of action or another. I don't suppose that that the Europeans are going to have a solution that's readily apparent. I think working this through over a period of time makes sense for the new government in Ukraine. That also gives time to consider exactly what Putin may now be thinking, whether there's some possibility the Russian position will change.
How do you personally see the future of U.S.-Russia relations, the future of sanctions? And don't you think that maybe United States should be a little bit more tough on Russia?
Well, I think the Trump administration has been very tough. It has imposed enormous sanctions on Russia. Economic sanctions, expulsion of Russian diplomats, closing Russian diplomatic facilities, and taken steps that really have had a dramatic impact on the Russian economy. So if you look at the actual steps that we've taken, I think the record is very clear. We've put more sanctions on Russia than the European Union by a substantial margin.